443 Ball Talk. Moosey, let's kick it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back once again. 443 Ball Talk again, your boy Moosey. And we have my co-host Shauna, aka Arteta out. And tonight we have somebody special, We know we always do things different over here at 443 Ball Talk. A lot of times in life where people always think it's men alone should discuss football. Well, tonight we have somebody that's super duper, knows a lot, very intelligent, full of chat, and she can back it up. We have Trine, Trine support, big time Liverpool supporter. So before Shauna says something, we want Trine drop something for the people then. Go ahead, Trine.
Thanks, Moose. Hey, Shauna. So, I'm happy to be here on 4 Ball Talk. I've been a supporter of Liverpool, I'd say since 2004, 5, thereabout. My dad was actually a Liverpool supporter, so it kind of, entrenched somewhat, and it kind of passed on to me. So it's been YNWA since I've started, really getting into football, and that's blood. Like, that's the team. That's the best team in England and the world.
We're just gonna pretend like you never just said it a while ago. All right,
Yeah.
Trine, you know what? Like I said, it's been long coming. The people have been asked for you. You talk a lot of stuff on social media. This is your first official time being on 443 Ball Talk. We appreciate you coming through, and we're gonna get right into it. Shauna, how was the weekend? How things look?
Well, the weekend was good, because we're stepping on some little relegation looking team throat. But my weekend was fine. What about you, Moosey? I'm looking at these scores, and damn.
Thanks for your concern. Thanks for checking in. Well, let me just say my team never did too well, and the ball keeps rolling. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it no matter. It doesn't matter the result, right? Win, lose, or draw. I still have to represent my team. No banter, no farmer, small talk can't throw me off. I still have to represent my team. Man United for life. Glory, glory. Even the Roto winner right now, I still have to say glory, glory. All right, so this past weekend, it's a whole heap of different results. Some of the results them seem like, I wonder if a Premier League or a Manning Cup. But anyway, we're gonna kick it off with like I told you guys, every season there's a team where we're coming at it, we're in the league where we just have a dislike for them, and it's no secret. This season it is Brighton. Them do too much on social media, and them bother me so bad, and them get them teeth kick out. And from them start the antics with Man United, them they put a piece of losing streak. If anybody don't know, let me remind you, I'm talking about Brighton, Albion, FC. Yes, Aston Villa beat and teach them this weekend. 6 of them face. Shauna, did you get a chance to check that game out?
No, I didn't watch it, but I saw some of the goals, and it was nasty, man. But as you said, they do the most on social media. Their social media manager do the most. It's fun. We shouldn't take it serious. But honestly, my dislike for Brighton goes beyond that. It's the fact how they like to scam teams like us. So I'm actually rooting for them to get relegated. It's not gonna happen this season, next season, but I want them to get relegated.
I'm gonna go out on the limb and say this: it's quite impossible for them to get relegated, because even though we dislike them, they probably play the best football with the smallest budget of all the Premier League teams. And guess what? I dislike them is because of social media. But in terms of the quality football they play, I'm gonna go out on the limb and be honest. I wish my team played that type of quality football.
Yeah.
And I'm not take nothing from them, but my head goes because they need to leave my keeper alone. The man just come to England in work visa. They even even official yet. The ink probably if him find it, the ink rub off on it. So guess what? I need them to leave my team alone. Trine, what you think about them? What you think about Brighton?
I don't necessarily have a hatred for them. I actually enjoyed watching them earlier on in the season, and I was, really liking the style of play that I was seeing. And of all the teams, I think they're definitely within the top 5 teams in terms of the style of play and just how they have been playing. I was shocked. I'm not gonna lie. I was surprised at the result against Aston Villa. I didn't see that one coming. I didn't get to see the game, but when I saw the results and then I looked at some of the recap, I'm like, did I, talk too early? Is it
Yeah.
really? But I'm gonna watch and see, to really make that estimation, because there was some dissonance there in terms of just how they have been playing and what happened with Aston Villa. So, yet to still a lot to be seen, I guess, as the season progresses.
And I'm gonna tell you what is happening, just in case you didn't notice. Um, right after the first Europa League game, their coach was complaining about the fixture pile up. He never knows that's a European, so the fixture beat him bad already. So it
Exactly.
looked like say, the fatigue, and them, they don't have a big squad like the bigger clubs in England. So having to play football on Thursday, then have to play on
Mm-hmm.
Sunday. And if them travel, it's harder for the players to recover, plus training and all that. So I mean, I guess it might feel a wrath of what it's like to be like. Technically, no, they're playing like a big club. So welcome to the big boys league. So
Yeah, welcome to the big boys.
love how them play. We love how them play.
You
Yeah,
definitely
I
have to give them
agree.
that. They have been playing good quality
Yeah, they
football,
play good.
since the
They
start of the
they
season.
Trine,
So
they play good losing football, cause them boys have never won shit. They have never won shit. They play beautiful losing
But China,
football.
they might just come, so give them time. Over time, they probably go
Oh,
start challenge like maybe start with the Carabao Cup.
well,
Speaking of which, we're not gonna waste
honestly,
much time
Boosie.
because they want to play football on Thursday. We're not to a big league, my side and Shana side. So we're not too focused on football on Thursday. Trine, see if you thought. We're gonna touch in that what Arsenal. Arsenal went to Bournemouth
Mm-hmm.
on Saturday and they scored 4 goals and kept a clean sheet. But I'm gonna tell you this, normally on Saturdays while I'm working, I have all the screens up. So I watch all of the game and I keep track of all the game them. Shana, you guys started out well. They're going to play a good game. But for some reason, I didn't like the fact that you guys had a PK in the game. And for me, normally when my team is playing, if you have a designated penalty kicker, you make a designated penalty kicker, run up the score, right? We're not doing no pity thing. I say, oh, you know what? XYZ in the score a goal all season. We can get a chance to score and build him confidence. No, he have to find a way to build him own confidence. We're not giving anybody no freebie. Technically, from 12 yards, that's a freebie. What type of mindset that Una have over Arsenal? And I'm gonna tell you last week, and this is the reason why. Even the more I'm going to props, that's the weak mentality stuff that you guys do. That's why I always a fall short. No, we need to explain that. Why Arsenal allow Hargrave to take a penalty while in their lead?
Yeah,
Why not? Why not?
according to our embarrassing fan base, they want him to build confidence, man. I didn't know. I mean, come on, man. We paid $65 million for Kai Havertz. He's a Champions League winner.
Yes,
That
he
man
is.
is not, no matter how much they try to convince themselves, because Moosey Tree, everybody wants your new signing to do well. But if you
Facts.
watch Arsenal matches closely, that boy is barely impacting the game. They're here. I've never seen Arsenal fans talk about duels won and distance covered until this season, until we signed Kai Havertz. I have never
Unnecessary.
seen that. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, I'm not gonna say he's the worst player every week, but come on, man. At this point of last season, Granit Xhaka, right? I wasn't the biggest Granit Xhaka fan, but trust me, he showed me a different side last season in the left center midfield role. And we paid $65, 60, 65 million. No, him play like a $65 baller still. I'm not gonna lie to you. We paid $65 million for this forward. Remember, Kai Havertz is a forward. He's not a midfielder. But you're
Right.
telling me that, with the style of football that Arsenal plays, this guy can't even give us even a quarter of what Granit Xhaka gave us last season. You know that Granit Xhaka had about 6, 7 goal contributions at this point of last season?
Yes,
And
he was on. He
apparent,
was
yeah,
on
man,
the
he
season.
was on fire. I'm not saying Kai Havertz has to replicate that, but come on, man, we don't see you on the field. We see you running up and down. We need more. I mean, I get why they to boost his confidence, but why do we need to give penalties to a Champions League winner, a Germany international, to boost
Facts.
his confidence? This is not a Make a Wish Foundation. He needs to pull up his socks. No, for
Yes.
real. That's how they are treating him right now, like a Make a Wish kid, and it's very irritating because we could have spent that money wisely.
Right.
I don't know why Mikel Arteta thinks he can save every Chelsea reject, every Chelsea bomb. It's just we need to stop buying from Chelsea. And I want Kai. I want Kai to do well. Musi and Trine. I want him to prove me wrong, but so far I do not see him on the field.
He's not. He has not been convincing. But Sean, I've never said
Yeah,
this right. And just to I watch a lot of football, and a lot of the teams that I've seen, like in terms of, let's do the season. I'm gonna give it the season. When you have like a Man City, you have a Liverpool, you have Arsenal, and no, Brighton is the team where I say they will play good style of football, right? And when you look on those teams, when they sign players, you can tell based on how the system and the style of play that they have, those players that they sign is coming like a missing puzzle. Like with Kai Havertz, it feel like say when I try put a square in a circle, it not gonna work. You see what I'm saying? And
yeah,
based on how these teams play, all the players that they normally sign, anybody them sign those come fit right in, and you can't really tell that whoever that was previously playing is missing, because guess what? Even when they play them B team, the same system, everything just flows like a well-oiled machine, right? But with Kai Havertz, me feel like Arsenal, me feel like it was one of them signing where it's like a pity signing, like him
yeah,
and like back in the day when they play kids football and your parents pay for your play, it's like them a pay force him to play. Like him not really,
yeah,
it's not fit
yeah.
Arsenal football. Honestly, it's in a life. It's when you see some baller suffer. If he left them, they were them there suffer. If you over Chelsea right now, suffer with the $1 billion
No
foolishness.
man,
Like I say,
no
make
man.
a
I'll be
wish.
straight back to the Bundesliga and forgo.
Straight. If you come out to what? Technically, this season, Arsenal should be pushing on to the next level, because guess what? Last year, you guys, the elephant was on top of that tree for majority of the season. So this season, the elephant supposed to be in a good shape. If him go up, him can go up and come down if him feel like it. Elephant is
Thank
supposed to go up
you.
on top of the tree and fall off. Right?
And
This season,
fall
we're
off.
supposed to just a cruise in the league right now. Right now, the only team I'm saying really a cruise is Tottenham and Liverpool. Because even Man City, they don't look convincing. Even though they have been winning without KDB, they do not look convincing. And like, I don't really want to waste all the time on Gunners, because
But
on
can
a
I say
pity.
something about can I say something about Man City? Right, they do this almost every season where they look out of it
Yes,
and then they just click. But and I think honestly, I would rather Arsenal have a season like that
right.
versus last season. I do not want us to peak early or collapse.
No, let me
When the
tell you this,
going gets tough.
Trine, and you probably will agree with this. You see, I love track and field, right? Me prefer get the battle later and run it down and beat you. Then you take the lead and make somebody come beat up on the finish line. It wicked when somebody come beat up on the finish line, because in
Not
your
a
mind,
wicked man.
you see the finish line, and guess what? Even though you have it, it's so close, but so far. Me rather run down a boy and beat him on the line. You see what Arsenal the last season? Sean, I don't know you there right now. I don't know you're depressed. I don't know
Just
in our psych ward, because
just just me Musi. Me never
and
I
guess
mean it hurt. Yeah, it hurt, but it
And they
hurt.
almost
It hurt me.
and they almost remember when we had that conversation. It's like, boy, I think they actually like, have a chance. And Moose was like, no, no, what should I do? They're now win. They're now win. They're gonna fall. They're
when the season just starts, right? As a Liverpool fan, she was the only person that said to me, Musi, I feel like say, yo, Arsenal are going to win this season. I'm going to say, Trine, a long time me I watch them boy. They're mentally weak. Something that the water them
Very.
at Arsenal. Them are choke when it matter. It come like say I'm me jinxing up, because I so said so done. When I cruising up, all right, let me say, I'm going to repeat myself. You see, when I beat Bournemouth at home, I say, I feel like I'm me lose. Come here, I say, yo, when you fight them clutch winner, then late in the game in an injury time, I say,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Or I look like the curse. Them going to shake the
yeah, that had a chance,
yo,
right?
it gave that vibe. I say, yo, and it's the vibe and the energy where the fans them there feel. Trust me. Me know, without walk nobody, wish nobody for nobody, but me know some of the fans them probably they really, really just want to give up with themselves, because to depend that type of high and then to just the fall
Yeah.
apart in the end, Shauna,
Yeah.
it's
Musi,
unfortunate.
why you think
And
me so bitter? Me hate everybody. Like, why you think me so bitter and negative on Twitter, man? Yo, I
And
like
I
a
think one of the
decade
things for
now,
me is
me.
that I was
Good.
I was expecting Arsenal to improve over last season. So I was actually expecting to see this season for them to start off and see improvements.
Them look stink. Never say them look stink this season. Them
Just
look
cool, no
stink.
Musi.
I
We
was
don't look
I
like
was
last season, but we don't look
Yeah, that's
stink.
yeah, it wasn't giving a constant progression. It was like, okay, I had a good season, and we're just starting to kind of, go down in terms of just the play and with the injuries and everything, but it's just not.
it not.
There's no progression. There's no progression
But,
in my.
but, I'm, but like I've been preaching for the past couple of weeks, and I'm gonna say it again, and this is my philosophy when it comes down to like the early stages of the season. I rather win ugly than you playing this flamboyant, pretty boy football, and guess what? You get 0 points at the end of the day. So if what Arsenal is doing right now is showing us they know how to grind it out and get those victories, I can live with that. But because when you play all that fancy stuff, and you see the thing is, what them call it, the champion football. When you play all that fancy champion football, it look good enough. But guess what? When you play that champion football, you have to be consistent and follow through with trophies. The thing with Arsenal, them do this over the Arsenal used to play the best football on the Arsenal winger. And guess what? Them never used to win nothing. All them doing for all Arsenal fans brought about we play the best football. But guess what? End of the season, them finish with beer egg. So I don't care about that. Like right now, we can't speak for my team. Sometimes my team they look like they don't look like them have no form of identity, right? But guess what? We managed to win a game here or there, right? But guess what? Sometimes when you can't scrape, like you say, Trine, with the injuries, when you have injuries, it's natural that you're not going to have the same flow of chemistry from your team, like as you would have your first 11, right? But if you
Yeah.
can put a team together and find a way to win, it's good because once you get your nucleus, your starting 11 back and your role players, you can find a way to build some form of chemistry. But with Arsenal, I felt as though, like you say, I agree with you, Trina, 100%. I felt as though this season would have been the season where you can say, well, last season, them shows and them can contend, but they're missing that mental part of it. This season, through experience, you expect them to transition on and come kill people. Imagine me going to props last week. I want to come shame me this week. But we're not getting another part yet. Anyway, we're not going in another part there. We're going to talk about Man City. Because this weekend, right, I saw
Yeah.
different about Man City. But like you said, Shana, you're right. Them look sluggish, but them are find a way to win. This
Oh,
weekend,
them do it every year.
it's like
Them
them,
do it
it's like
almost every
them
year.
good is strong. This
Yeah.
past weekend, them find a way. They end up losing to Wolves. And remember, we made our predictions, right? Don't remind me about my predictions. We're going to talk about your predictions.
Oh yes, we're going to talk about that. That
Right?
crazy
Mm-hmm.
prediction.
Yes.
I'm still a stand by it, right? Because I've seen crazier things have happened in life, right?
Talk your talk.
Is the
Talk your
season
talk,
over?
man.
Hold up.
No, it's
You
not.
see.
Whoa. Cease and desist. Is the season over?
Don't let me start to question your credibility,
No,
no.
is the season over?
The season is not over, Mosi.
Oh, all right. Hold your thought. We're going to get another part. That's for the next segment. All right, we're talking about Man City right now. I predicted Wolves to get relegated this season, right? Even though Wolves outplayed my team, after that, them take a nosedive. The Wolves look like a team destined for relegation. But you see,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes people will have to understand. You see, when you have, that's one thing I love about English football, right? You see, home support, them are going to get relegated with them team no matter what. Them are going to still come out and
Yeah.
sing and cheer for them team. Home support means a lot. So if a team that's fighting relegation can find a way to gain some points at home, them stand a chance of staying up. And Wolves fans play that 12-man rule on Saturday and then find a way to beat the champion, but them the treble winners, because them
Triple
they give the
winners.
treble vibe, guys. Nobody talks about them. Anyway, for some reason, they're prolific, high scoring, them same on a human, when name Holland. Lately, him look like him in our road, him look like him not interested. I don't know what's going on, but when him not score, it's like, even though City have a lot of goal scorers, it's like, say, when him in the game, it's like things not really go well for them. But them have a new trump card, Alvarez from Argentina. I love watching that kid play. That kid definitely carried the weight in the absence of KDB. Foden also look good, but lately it has been Alvarez carrying the weight and Foden. And the reason why I talk about City this weekend, City right now, is because Arsenal and City are going to lock horns this weekend. Right, Shauna?
Yes, sir.
Are you excited about that?
Nope.
You're not? Why not?
Nope.
All right, Trine, before we go any further, what do you think about this weekend, another game then?
I think Manchester City is gonna win the game. I think Arsenal will come out strong, but I think ultimately he's gonna find a way to win that game.
Wow. Give me a score prediction.
But-
Give me a score prediction.
Be honest. I won't strangle you.
I don't think it's gonna be a whooping.
No.
Nah, it's not gonna be a whooping.
It's really not gonna be a whooping. I think it's gonna be a very competitive game, and Arsenal has the opportunity to win. I'm not saying that it's impossible. I just believe that City will edge them, and maybe a 3-2. If the game is exciting, if it's a lame game, maybe a 1-0 or a 2-1.
Get out my head, because I was just about to say that. Arsenal defense don't look as solid. I mean, Saliba is excellent back there, but for some reason, Gabriel always do some wild, off-the-wall, foolish, and it will cost them. I do believe it's going to be goals in it. It's going to be fireworks. And I feel as though, I don't know. I want to say Arsenal are going to nick it, but Shana, I want to banter. You're going to lose.
Trust me. And you guys know that Arsenal for some reason is cursed at the Emirates, right? No matter who we play, no matter when we win, we always concede, and we're going against the treble winners, the best team in England. So we're bound to concede. But right now, that game will be, can we outscore Man City now? Saka is injured. I don't know if Saka is gonna play this weekend.
Yeah, he
Right
definitely
now,
probably.
it's looking spooky. But I'm ready for the Arsenal fan them now, because Wolves are not a good team. I mean, they beat Man City,
Right.
but they are not a good team. And you're
At all.
telling me that if Wolves can beat Man City at home, why can't Arsenal?
I love it.
But wouldn't you say, because again, the Wolves game can be an anomaly, right?
True.
There's no pattern there. Some days you just have good days and bad days. And I genuinely
That's
don't
fair,
think
Trine,
that
but the game
Wolves
before
was a
that,
better team per se. I don't think they
Newcastle
were
beat.
lucky on that day.
I agree.
Hold on.
Anomalies do happen,
Right.
but Newcastle, they're coming off 2 straight losses right now. Well, I'm not going to count the Champions League game today. They're coming off, remember, they lost to Newcastle in the League Cup. It was Newcastle, right?
Right. Yes, they did lose to
Yeah.
Newcastle. Yeah. 1-0.
So, and they lost at Newcastle's home as well. So, we finished second in the league. We might be without, one of our best players. But if Arteta is who they claim he is, we must can nick a win. We must. But I don't know.
Hey,
we
I-
are cursed.
All right, Shana. I'm just gonna piggyback on what Trine was saying. I don't think Trine was finished, so I'm gonna let Trine finish, but I'm gonna jump in. I think basically what Trine is saying, she's not gonna use those games to determine whether or not City is gonna come fired up, because guess what? Like she said, teams have off days, and if you know City basically when them play teams like Wolves, in their mind mentally, I might 3 points that, but they've never put up much effort. Never get that. But you see, no, because they knew Arsenal was the team that pushed them to the limit last season. Pep Guardiola is gonna have those guys fired up this weekend, because in my mind it's a 6-pointer. He knows that if he can thump him out early, it's gonna have that same mental effect that it had last season. Remember, if he beat you first, he's gonna know he's gonna have the upper hand, and mentally that's gonna have a psychological effect on you long term throughout the season. And guess what? Remember, you're still undefeated. That's going to also play a major role in terms of how you transition on from no, this is going to be your first loss. And then mentally, you'll think to yourself, damn, them just lose a game in the league and them come beat we, and this is the team we arrive against. So now guess what? Mentally, them have a look strong all over you. Go ahead, Trine. I
Yeah.
know you don't want to finish. You never did done, but go ahead. I don't know if I kind of piggybacked on what you was trying to say, but go ahead. I'm finished.
I think you summed it up nicely. I think coming off that loss, City is coming prepared. They're coming for blood, and I think that's what's really going to work against Arsenal in this game. I do think that they kind of thought that Wolves was in the bag,
Yes.
and it was money in the bank, but it wasn't. It bounced.
Yeah.
The check bounced clearly,
Yep.
and I think they're coming to this game to prove a point. So
Shauna,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say this
Yeah.
before we move on. You probably playing City at the wrong time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because they're coming off back to back. Well, not back to back losses after today, but they're coming off a loss.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
but as I said, guys, I mean, Arsenal has no excuse not to beat City. We have lost what, like 6, 7 straight to them in the league. No excuses, man. We need to take care of
They
business.
would have said them have a ticket. All right, we're going to speak on another team. At the beginning of the season, they had a rough start, and I basically counted them out of top 4 contention. And it just seemed like, over time, them are getting a stride and I find them groove. And it looked like them, and just like that, them season, like a kick off. Last week, them beat Sheffield. Yeah, love, I'm messing. I don't mean
Yeah,
this
it's
Sheffield.
nasty.
Yeah, you're supposed to beat Sheffield. Then them follow it up by beating Burnley 2-0, right? Newcastle seemed like them hit the ground running now after a rough start. I mean, I don't think they have a big squad to manage Champions League. We never talk about Champions League yet, but they're off their good side. They're in the group of the Champions League. I do believe that Newcastle this year, I feel as though the league every year it seems like the Premier League gets more and more exciting. Like I know at the beginning of the season, I made some bold predictions, and a lot of people made their bold predictions also. But it seemed like this season it's going to be hard to really pick the top 4 or the top 6 because outside of Man City, yes, let's use Man City alone. Outside of Man City, in terms of because they have so many of the same players and with the winning mindset already. Remember, Liverpool invest a lot. You have Aston Villa invest a lot. Arsenal investing for them team also. But Man City is the only team that I can say, just off the top of my head, them will finish first or second. And I don't see, unless the other teams really step up. Like I said, the teams this season that are really challenging have really been impressive. The Tottenham and the Liverpool. Outside of that, we have put Arsenal below them. But Tottenham and Liverpool really has impressed me this season. Oh my God, I hate to say it. Yes, they actually do. But them are the 2 teams right now currently, because we only can speak about currently. There are the 2 teams currently I feel as though are going to challenge Man City. And I had Newcastle as a dark horse on the outskirts. Of course, it might sound crazy. I picked my team to win the league, but since we picked my team to win the league, we're gonna talk about my team. This past weekend we played at home. Prior playing Crystal Palace in the League Cup. So in the League Cup, with Champions League on the horizon, when you play Europe, even though we have a lot of injuries, the coach decided to rotate the team, and they rotated the team and played a younger squad in the midweek, and also Roy Hodgson from Crystal Palace did the same thing in play a younger squad, because guess what? Why jeopardize making a run for a League Cup when Premier League status is worth more money? So Roy Hodgson did the right thing and play a weaker team. Man United got the best of him, right? Of course, I was excited because it's always good to see your kids that get first team chances and did well. We beat them 3-0 in the week, right? And I was explaining to some friend of mine. They must say, "Oh, yo, not less than 3-piece weekend, or yo, we have a pre-10 up." That's not how football works, sir. Hear me out. It's any given Saturday, any given Sunday. And if you notice, Crystal Palace is one of them bogey team there. Crystal Palace actually have a good record at Old Trafford. Even though we went on a 33-game unbeaten streak at Old Trafford since last season, Crystal Palace was one of the last teams to actually beat us there. And even though this past weekend, Crystal Palace never really played no excellent football, it's one of them teams that were them just get one little chance and score.
And
then
they
try to
capitalize.
But you see when you go through a rough patch, it seemed like none can go anywhere. Because even in the second half, we created multiple opportunities. but it just seemed like when I know you're ready, I just know you're ready. And a friend of mine tell me, say, oh, I'm calling Crystal Palace points. In the Premier League, don't count nobody points until the match is over.
True.
And
I agree.
unfortunately, we lose what? 4 games already this season in the league? And that doesn't look good. I mean, I hear a lot of people calling for the say, sack the coach. There's no way I would suggest sacking the coach because guess what? When you look at what we have out there right now, we're going to sack Ten Hag and Ayahut, Sam Allardyce. There's not many good
Of
options out there,
course.
right? And with the current injury crisis, if here's where I would really have an issue if all those players came back from injury, right? And it's the same thing. Then you can say, well, it seemed like him definitely lose the dressing room. The players them not take to in tactics. We need to find somebody else. But you have to also look at it from this angle, you know. We're not result business. If you're not produce a result, these nowadays fans,
gotta
they don't have patience no more. When you
Patience.
spend money, because at the end of the day, we can't say what we want to say. Him get money, or him spend the money is entirely up to him. I felt as though some of the money was not invested in the right way because even though we spend money, there's still a lot of holes left in the squad because sometimes, even with a lot of teams spend money and you can't really tell where the money was spent. And it's the same for me because currently, we don't have a left back. We don't have a first team left back available. At Manchester United, that don't even sound real. We have a central midfielder playing left back. Martinez, them rushing back from injury. He messed up the same foot. Now him out for a longer time because him just have to do surgery. And it's a Rashford in the rough time life. But like I said, we're not really going to talk much, but we're going to opportunity for speak on my team because we know no one find a little shot and we're making the load for look at 22 on top. One thing let me say though, I told Shauna from day one, I have a good eye for talent. And when I see good talent, I'm not going to speak on it. I told Shauna from day one that Rasmus Højlund is that nigga, is that dude, right? Him have the talent. All him need are the proper service. And, you know, we'll see it midweek. All right, I'm going to go in there.
Big up Rasmus, man. Rasmus look like a proper striker.
Proper
You see, at the end of the day, your team look like shit, but at least, you know, there's a silver lining in Ireland because that guy looks like the real deal. It's a very small sample size, but you know, he's been showing out so far in the Champions League, and that's a positive. You know, that's a silver lining. But
Before we make Trine talk, he's the top scorer in Champions League.
oh no,
When Denzel say,
big up Ireland.
but when Denzel say, I'm leaving with something.
Yeah, you're leaving, and you left with an L, but you left with something, you know.
Yes, there was
But
something.
yeah, your team. But as you say, Moosey, you know, your team, especially your backline, kind of it is injured right now.
It's wounded.
So you know, you don't really want, because some persons know, you know, because of you have what 6 losses in 10 games, you know. I had to bring that up yesterday.
Happened.
A lot of your fan
7.
base want it's 7. Why I mean, I don't know, you know, my last track in the car, Man United, I collect L's like Infinity Stones now.
One second. That 7 was a shot you fire, but we didn't now go into that.
Oh,
Anyway,
oh,
yes,
oh my God! Big up Trine.
with it, for it. But anyway, Trine, what says you? Let me tell you this, right? She claimed to be a Liverpool fan. She might not be around when Liverpool are play, but she watch our games in peace. But anytime anything happens with Manchester United, you will see her come out the woodworks and drop a little 2 cents. And guess what? She not just say it for say it, you know. And me shot for you, shut up. What we gonna see?
Big up, you know, me start that little more now.
I'm just not my feelings. So I say, you know what? Make sure have fun. Have your fun. Because what can I say?
Have fun. It's all fun.
My team is trash right now. I can't. It's not even a fight. When we can't say a valid fight, we can't say, well, at least we have a good striker. What good does that do? We still lose. I'll make it from that to be a L.
Like
And that's how we
collect
get
the Infinity Stone, them L.
Infinity so much. I mean,
yeah.
the truth is, we know the rivalry between Liverpool and Manchester United is one of the oldest in the books.
Yes.
And the truth is, United fans, you guys are very passionate, and you should be passionate about your team, right? And you know, it's interesting to see. But what I will say though is that I don't think Eric Ten Hag is the man for the job in the medium term. I'll just put that out there. Not sacking right now because
Further, can you tell us why you don't think he's the man for the job?
I don't think he has managed to really create a team that I think have a top two positioning in Premier League. And Manchester United cannot become a team that it's okay to just be a top four or top five. And
Yeah,
I think
like
that's the
Arsenal.
trajectory that I see you guys going. Manchester United is known for winning leagues mostly. And I think the fan base and the team has someone gotten comfortable because over the last decade, what has been happening to say, okay, I want it. You guys have to understand that what got you here won't get you to where you want to go. I think Ten Hag was a good stopgap, and he may be working for now. And the team, there is a lot of blame to be placed there too, but I don't think he's the man for the job to get you back to those Alex days. You know what I'm saying? I don't think ETH is the man for that job. That's my
That's just,
that's
and you're free for your opinion.
Yeah.
that's
I 100% disagree with you, but yeah, you're right.
yeah. I don't think he's the man for the job. Not.
I
I'm
want to
not
say
saying he's a bad
something.
coach.
Shauna,
Go
wait your turn. Go ahead, Trine.
And again, I'm not saying he's a bad coach. A lot of blame to be placed on the plate, but I think you guys need a much more tactical and strategic leader. I think as well in terms, I don't think the team members view him in a emotional way in terms of that connection, that leadership. I'm not seeing it. The team is very fragmented. There are a lot of silos going on, and no matter what, a leader, you can know when a team is rallying around him.
Okay.
You can know, and I'm not seeing that. Outside of that as well, I think you guys are finding a lot of excuses for some reason for your team this season.
What excuses? What excuses?
Excuses.
You
So I'm hearing about the injuries. I'm hearing about, but at the end of the day, you had all summer to get players in Mosi, and you spent,
Trine. I'm gonna have to snatch your mic. I gotta snatch your mic. You gotta wait. I gotta snatch your mic. Because when you're gonna talk and then you're going off on a tangent, I gotta pull you up, and then once I say what I have to say, I'm gonna let you fix it. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to fix it. All right, here's where I step in. All right. You made some valid points. I can definitely, when I say I don't agree with some things, right? But I do agree with a lot of what you said. And I value your opinion. That's the reason why we always have ball talk. All right? Hear me out. The problem is, I do believe Ten Hag is a good manager, right? But the problem is with Ten Hag coming in at Man United is the ownership. We don't have the proper structure. Hold on, listen to me. We have a lot of the players, right? From the Ole regime, from the Jose Mourinho regime, right? Because of how things were, Ten Hag walk into a fire and him not have enough water for out it by himself. In so many words, right? So when him walking, this is no excuses. No excuses. Him walking, I deal with Cristiano Ronaldo, foolishness. Cristiano Ronaldo done. Him fun boy. I'm gonna before we go even further. That's one of the reasons, one of the biggest things for me out with football nowadays. You have too much stands, right? And the stands, because them love the player over the club, it cloud them judgment. And I them I miss a football. Because them say player, them not say club. Me say club because me I watch Man United from the 90s. I'm gonna say players come, I'm gonna say players go. Me say big baller, Sir Alfred to kick big baller out of team. We not pet baller. Because guess what? We can't tell say, as one gone, one born. We not pet ballers, right? Ronaldo, when him walking, Ronaldo was a problem in the team. If you notice, Ronaldo a superstar, a mega star then, right? So naturally, some of them ball up on the team are fanboys, naturally, right? So if Ronaldo say, yeah, them are gonna do what? Naturally, them are gonna follow suit. So if the players them feel as though the coach I try build a team that don't include Ronaldo, you don't think that's gonna cause some problems in the team? Absolutely. But if I give you a chance, I answer for you. Soon give out the mic. Hear me out. If they have to deal with all of that controversy, right? Then we have to deal with he wanted certain players, right? Man United, owners, the Glazers are trash. The man needed a striker and a midfielder. And the man make Man United turn laughing stock. We go for Weghorst. What Weghorst I do at Man United? Weghorst couldn't even play at Burnley. Weghorst couldn't even play for Burnley. What was Weghorst doing at Man United? We want a midfield signing, right? Because Man United were subject to Fred and McTominay. You've been watching football long enough. Shauna, you the same. There's no way a team of Man United magnitude have Fred and McTominay as them starting midfielders. They should never, not even if come as a fan, them shouldn't be allowed to inside a Manchester Stadium. But guess what? Those are the midfielders that we were left with for many moons, right? He might have to figure out a way. With someone by Casemiro. Do I like Casemiro? Absolutely. Is Casemiro a long-term player? Absolutely not. So that was also a commercial by the Glazers. All them care about is the money keep turning over. Casemiro doesn't suit English football, but guess what? Because of his natural attributes, he's gonna perform. He's gonna do his job because he is just a good footballer. Where I'm gonna do the job regardless, right? Then you have in defense, you have Harry Maguire. Follow me. Harry Maguire, you know. Harry Maguire, when you make fun of me week in, week out, Harry Maguire is a walking accident. Him is a problem. Harry Maguire should never sign for Man United. I will spend what? 80 million for Harry Maguire. Don't get it twisted. The Glazers sanctioned these signings, right? But when you have people, we don't have enough football people at the club. Because a manager like Ten Hag might have good ideas, but guess what? Ten Hag might come and say, oh, I want to sign Trine. But guess what? Trine might be the good fit for the team, you know. But Sean have a good name. So the director, guess what they want? They want Sean because guess what? Sean have to do what? Sell jersey. Trine never sell the jersey, but Trine gonna fit that puzzle that he's trying to build that team, right? They don't look at it like that. All the Glazers care about is money, 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 money. So for me, I have to support the coach because guess what? With what he's been given, his hands are tied. Do I believe some of the signings with him sign make sense? Absolutely not. Because some of the signings them don't make sense. But guess what? Because of how incompetent the board is, we wait until all right. In the summertime, remember, so we signed him in a May, you know. So naturally, when you sign a coach in a May, he would have looked at the squad and say, we don't want to play them, we don't want to play them. He would have to play them when we want to sign. You know when we start signing player? Teams like Liverpool, use your team as example. When you sign football of them, you sign it, you identify who you want and you start making negotiation. So when you sign the deal, Liverpool announced signing before the transfer window open. And as the transfer window open, the signing become legitimate, right? We don't do none of them. We are a big club, we are run poorly. And that all of that controversy creep over into the team. If you notice that, that's a mention.
You're saying that the coach had no role in that. You're saying that the coach was so helpless. That's what you're saying?
I believe he is. I believe he is.
Nah,
Wow.
I disagree. I disagree.
Hold on, don't give you a chance. And the same thing, and the same reason why Austin Marino had a problem with them, because guess what? They would not allow. All right, when we signed Sanchez from Arsenal, you know, that was Austin Marino signing, you know. We have to go all the way back. That was a club signing. He never want. At the time, they have Rashford, fresh, a killer left wing. Why would him sign a player pay him 500,000 a week? Pay him 500,000 a week. And you know what they said at the time? The Sanchez signing had the most social media engagement in a social media history at the time, and that's all they cared about. So a lot of the things that's happening behind the scene, I don't really want to get into the politics side of the football with the owners and all that. I can use an example. Newcastle was facing relegation, right? And what them do? Them get aisle money. And where Newcastle are right now? Newcastle like a proper team, right? We don't have owner. We are the only team to have we're not a proper owner. We never talk about Chelsea because them just spend recklessly. Them just about anybody, any little new tie out there, them think it look good, them will run it down. But I feel as though the manager in a bad spot, but guess what, Trine? If you notice the trend, it's like the same cycle repeat itself over and over. So if, like I said, Ten Hag is not the right person for the job, guess what's going to happen? They're going to roll out Ten Hag and somebody will come in and guess what's going to happen? It's going to be the same thing all over again. Because guess what? The manager will come in, you know, and want to sign theme players them, but the players we currently have may not buy into his philosophy because they're rotten from the past. And it's about keep the same thing over and over again. Before I wrap it up, currently we have a problem. Ole, sign Sancho. How in the world would you pay Sancho 350,000 pounds a week? Sancho like a 350,000. Sancho didn't even deserve 50,000
No.
pounds. He was not that type of player. And these are the type of things that the club are doing. And guess what? We can't sell players and we can't buy. We take forever for offload some of the French players there. Like, we offload. If you look on Chelsea sell players. Arsenal will sell players. I say Man City has sell teenagers for more money than seasoned pros that Man United have. We can't sell nobody. So it's like the whole structure of Man United rotten. Trine, the stadium of league. Like, what were you?
Before I finish, I'll just make Shauna chip in, and then I'll finish. Shauna, go ahead.
Shauna.
Yeah, him must say about, oh, you know, film team, the management rotten. But honestly, even though Arsenal, you know, them a play some fine football, we're not much better either. We are
Okay.
terrible at selling players. We are absolutely terrible at selling players. Don't watch really little, you know, hot farm right now or whatever you want to call it from last season. But just me, Manu is not the only club deal with some of those issues. And I get that, you know.
May I cut you? The issues where we have only experienced that. Well, here, I'm going to say this one last thing, right? We're the only club. Our owners did not come out of them owner pocket and invest any money in the club. Everything when Man United spend are money from profit. Them not give Man United nothing. There's no way we have a stadium. One of the best, used to have one of the best stadiums in the country at the roof of league. We're not on a Wi-Fi. Are you kidding me? No, come on. The
Me get that still, you know, that's a whole different argument, but you know, you still your manager them still give him some money still.
Yes.
And his
Yeah.
decision making
His
I'm not gonna lie, his decision making on some of these transfers
Was
are a part of the
poor.
problem right now.
All right, but we stick one more thing. I'm going to Trine. Shauna, you run a business, right? Me and you run a business together, right? You have me as the manager. You are inject all of the capital. I try to. I'm gonna make a sign up player. Me and you know so the player worth 50 million, right? And then come and say to us, they want 100 million. Are you gonna sanction that sale? No, we're reasonable as smart grown-ups. Are you gonna sanction that sale? You're gonna come and give me an extra 50 million? Hold on. The reason why I'm asking you, because you know, say the budget tight, right? And there's other areas that needs to be filled, right? And you would take 100 million and buy a player where you know worth 50 million? Or hold on, had you signed the player before the market get hot, you'd have signed him for that good price. But because on the job, first of all, Man United can only sign one player at a time. We see other teams that sign 2-3 players one time. We can only work on one transfer at a time. That is incompetence at the highest. Like I said, your club go through it, but me not think you understand the frustration where we go through as Man United fans.
I understand still. I understand, but
Another day, remember the last week I watch football, and last week I Man United fan. Back in the day, any ball Man United go for, well, I forget them. Them days they're done.
they done, man.
We don't have them that type of talk no more. We don't have that pull no more. You see how Liverpool go for 2 ball over there, and the 2 baller run them way? We don't have that type of pull no more. But guess what? Sometime we have to dodge a bullet, because we dodge a bullet.
Blessings in disguise. I think one of the things for Eric Ten Hag is I think the confidence he has in the existing team, I don't think, and the fans as well, I think the level of the players that you have now, I think you guys may be overestimating the depth and the strength of the existing players.
Oh, yes, I'm wrong. You mean that's what I'm Shut up.
No, because for me, that's not the same thing. That's a
Not the
secondary.
same thing.
So exactly. But what address the coach first, because again, I think he needed to have done more from him coming in May to when the new season starts. He should have done more as a leader to get the team ready. You guys started 2023-24 season all over the place, right? I think now going to the players now, I think the fans and the coach, I think he thought he had a better team. And when it came to the fan, he realized, boy, me kind of did overestimate the team that I have. I am seeing that. And a lot of your players are just not turning up. Is it that they're done? Do you still believe in the Bruno, the Rashford? Do you still
Trine,
believe that they are the players that's gonna get you a title, Moosey? That's the
hey,
question.
hey,
Or do
Trine,
you
no,
now
I'll cut
need?
you in, but I've been saying this to Manu fans for a long time now. I told them you're never ever going to challenge for anything with Rashford. And it's been what, like 6 years?
Yeah,
5 years? Like a major title? You're
Uh,
never going to challenge with
we
Rashford.
never say this though. Despite true, I'm right now currently I'm Rashford's biggest critic. Rashford scored 30 goals last season. Sean, none of year striker didn't score 30 goals. Back to you, Trine. Back to you, Trine. Back to you, Trine. You wish they have a
But
Rashford.
hey. None of my
that's
striker them no score 30 goal.
It's
But
okay.
guess what? It's okay. It's okay. Cause right now none of my striker them now get killed every single game.
Okay.
So, you know?
shots
So I say,
fired, shots fired, shots
hey,
fired.
Tree, let me tell you something about Moosey. Him, at some point, you gotta have the excuse right now. So, you not have your full team. But at some point, if the performances and if you don't develop at least a style of play on that field,
Just
you're
said
going
this
to have
full team.
you're going to have uncomfortable conversations about your manager and some players who you feel should not be criticized, like Bruno. Yeah, there will be uncomfortable
Captain.
conversations.
No, I'm a captain.
Yeah,
Trine, finish up. Finish
yeah.
up.
I mean, and then finally, going on to your goalkeeper. I mean, he has Onana.
Oh, nah, nah.
I'm gonna give him some grace in terms of usually when new goalkeepers come in teams, it takes more of the time, but
Especially in England. English league gonna easily adjust to.
especially I remember when Allison, I think everyone has their time, but I don't know. I'm not convinced about Onana at all. I think
No,
once the shot is on target, is gonna score on Onana. And you guys with him in the goal should be very concerned going forward in the game. And in the season, sorry. With him, it's not looking good on your end. So defense is weak, goal is weak, striker, you have a but Bruno is not at his best either. Casemiro, he has some challenges. I think he fluctuates between great and he
Flip flop. And flip.
yeah,
yeah,
it's not consistent with him. But when he does play well, he is like he's a beauty to
Yes.
watch, you know. But this season he has just not been, as I like to say on Twitter, Casemiro is not Casemiro.
So would it be before you end? I just want to interject and ask you a question. Would you say a lot of Casemiro's struggles is because he's basically playing in his role like by himself, him not have like a designated partner because like his partners are all over the place, and then sometimes because of other players, he might overcompensate, and then because he is known as a bulldog in a midfield, him tackle and end up get himself. And once him get that first yellow card, it's like his game go to shreds, and him can't get back into the game. So would you
Yes, I
okay?
agree. I agree. I think Casemiro, a lot is being placed on
Yes.
him, and I think it's affecting him. Yes. So again, the coach. No, because
Let
at the end of the
me
day,
just remind you, right? This is being recorded, and we
no meaning, no. Listen, you have to understand. It's like a corporation, Moosey. At the end of the day, it's like when Arteta say Saka injured and him just throw him out the back again, and then you're like, isn't the man injured? And you're like, is he gonna play again? Because at the end of the day, you have to really ask the question: is the manager really used to the pressure? What are you doing about it? Because it has been that way for 7 games.
right,
So what's the change? You know what I'm
right,
saying? What's the change?
okay. So they say ten out. So they say ten out.
not me.
Ten Hag
I
in
mean,
until you guys, because I don't want you guys to find this a stopgap. Because I want you guys to really find a good coach, like a top tier coach to replace Ten Hag. So keep him for now.
Sure.
Keep
No,
him
man,
from
him need to
home.
stay, man.
Trine,
We love the
Trine,
losses.
Trine, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna move forward. Since post Sir Alex Ferguson, I think he's the best manager we've had. So me not gonna give up on it, because I guess some of the battles that he's had to face, no excuses. Some of the battles that he has to face, I don't think no new manager coming to a new club, especially a club of supposed to be proper standard, I don't think he deserved to walk into the mess that we're currently in. And that's the reason why, you know me, if things now going to, listen, I was Ole out from day one. We never ever want Ole as the job. We never want Oscar Marina on my team. We never want Moyes on my team. So the fact that there is, if maybe I give more grace, because of the simple fact that are the best manager we have post Sir Alex Ferguson. And I realize that, like I said, all of the deficiencies within the squad, trust me, I see all of that. But end of the day, despite all that, I have to try to keep some form of hope or be optimistic that things are going to turn. Because guess what? We can't afford for people to laugh off and I have to get a little joy. So
Christian, though, wasn't the Glazers the owners in Alex Ferguson's
last
time?
couple of years.
Right. And you guys were a much better team. So the question is...
The Glazers inherited a champion squad. So no, them not have nothing to do with that. No, don't do that. Don't do that, Trine. Nice try. Sorry.
The Glazers were the owners during Alex Ferguson. During a
Yeah, but they
decent
kept they
amount of Alex,
still were able to keep afloat, right?
and you guys were still able. I think Alex Ferguson, and it goes to the leadership.
Let me bring up that. Because from them time the Arsenal win the league.
Oh my God. And finally, my final point is, I think Ten Hag is maybe the better of what you've gotten since Alex, but it just goes to show that what you had after Alex was just poor.
Otto Marina, big coaching up, but you see him style of coaching just not fit the modern football. You see them youth nowadays, them soft. You can't correct them, you can't tell them not them built like them make out of plastic. Everything them sensitive. Imagine, last we're gonna talk about Ten Hag for the last, and then we're gonna move on to the big finale. All right, imagine Ten Hag realize that Sancho had some mental issues last season. Wrap him in a cotton wool, take him under him wing, send him going to the mountains, make him go get private training. All the man said to him, said, for the standard here, what we have at Man United, you're not up the standard. We need a fair work harder in our training. Because guess what? You can't see it. When Sancho come on the field, Sancho just come on the field, you know them boss about him. Him just want to come out there, come get a little run. Him not care about winning, him just want to say, it no matter, and that's not why I have a problem why I can't stand no footballer. And me always have a say team, because simple fact, right? Sancho is making all this money. There's no way. Like me get up every day. Because of my income, I want to maximize my income, right? But you see, guys, Sancho income max out, him not have the drive no more. Imagine you as a coach, I tell a $350,000 ball and say, need to work harder. Where am I work harder for? What is he working hard towards? And that's because of the culture of the club before. There's no way this man should have been getting this much money. 20 little bit, and I make that type of money there? And him not have no accolades. How much game Sancho win for Man United if I'm signed for Man United? Him can't give a game winning. Him can't win a match for you. But he want to make $350,000 a week. Think about that. And that's the problem with the football today. Ego. Too much ego. The coach can't talk. Basically, the coach can't talk to him. The players, them, when the team tell him, say, need to apologize to the coach. Like he must say, oh, man, I apologize to him. What am I apologize to him for? Because guess what? He have a 4-year contract. And if Man United do anything, what happen to him? He must get paid. And that's the problem. Some of them look at you. And that's the reason why. Me not give you no credit, because when due to Caesar house, I due to Caesar. You see Liverpool not pay them type of money there. And where them change them pay structure and give Salah. Man, they want big money. Say, go away, man. I want to manage career. Manage career gone on the drain. That is a proper club. You know, pay people over a certain amount of money. And then people are saying, even with the year, if they want to give him a 1 year or 2 year contract, you know. But him said to him, Ten Hag said to him, yo, we not run no club like that, because there's no way you make XYZ or you underperform. Ten Hag said the max him supposed to make a £200,000 a week. And I saw him end up, him no one side. I look at one to him now. He might think about to retire. We pay them too much money. Like you said, you're absolutely right. A City alone supposed to pay them type of money here. Because I guess so, they might win. Oh yeah, reward the ball them. Let's be real. How much time on the sit on the internet? Team a renew player deal. I wonder, what am I renewing contract for? Where the renew get contract renewal?
Here, 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 here.
Contract for the man scored 2 goals. Oh,
Eh,
you see, announcement, new contract renewal, 2 goals, 2 assists. Him shift a man on the side and the crowd go crazy. New contract. And that's what they're looking at
here,
the
here.
no more. Anyway, but they're not talking about Man United no more. We not up, but guess what? There's light at the end of the tunnel. There is positives and there's a lot of negatives.
Flashlight? A flashlight out there?
Listen.
Because I mean, I had you guys too. I remember Shauna with our initial predictions. I had Manchester United in top 4, Mr.
You
Musi.
did
I can confidently tell you that I do not have you guys in top 4 anymore.
and I'm glad you said that. Speaking of, we're gonna move. We're gonna keep it pushing. This weekend, this past Saturday. No, it wasn't Saturday. Was it Saturday? It wasn't Saturday. It was Saturday. Saturday afternoon. We had Tottenham and Liverpool, 2 undefeated teams, locked horns in North London. Like I said before, and I'm gonna say it again, Tottenham is probably currently playing the best football in England right now. Them with that new coach, them look legit. Them look like them bought that business. And once again, Klopp get rid of him. Klopp take out engine out of him old car and buy a brand new engine and shine up the beam, and the beam look good. The beam of the road run good. The red beam look good up on Merseyside. And they played on Saturday. And Shauna, would you say that was probably one of the better games? And one thing I'm going to say before I let you go touch into it. Liverpool got a red card in the game. We're going to discuss the red card. Liverpool ended up going down to 9 players because the second player got red card. But before we discuss the actual game, I must say I was 350% impressed. Despite playing with 9 players, Liverpool looked like a team that could have possibly
With
won
12.
the game.
Yeah.
Tottenham team look good. That is what you call a well-oiled machine. The beam of oil, clap by a new engine, put in it, and it'll run good. Hats off to Liverpool when I go out things this season, but I was happy to see you guys finally lose. Go ahead, Shauna.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, as you said, Liverpool get 2 red cards down to 9 men, but you couldn't tell sometimes because I'm still seeing them in the Tottenham box attacking the same way. I'm like, yeah, I was very impressed,
Mhm.
at the start of the season. I predicted them to be in the top 2.
I predict
I mean, but to how things look right now, anything is possible, man. They could go all the way, but honestly, we all saw that offside decision sent everybody up in a frenzy. I mean, I feel it for you Liverpool fans because I saw the play and I'm like, that
I did
looks,
not. I
yeah.
did not. Me not have no pity for them. Me not.
Can I
No,
come
me
in
not
now?
have, me not have no pity neither. Cause last season when Arsenal was getting robbed left, right, and center, everybody said we for suck it up and move on and stop the crying. So
I have no pity for them.
yeah,
Trine,
but honestly,
more.
we not have no pity. We love when our rivals lose, but still, they need to fix up. VAR needs to fix up. See, it's not a good look. It's not a good
Trying to
look.
remember that remember that you were like, can't listen to the team on predict for you not top 4. Remember good. When we had our first game and we were
Yeah,
down and then we ended up winning the game. I was like, is this
yeah,
the team that I predict? Yes, it was a team. And
So it's so
let me
yeah,
just say,
right.
I zoop.
let me just say, based on what I'm seeing, Liverpool is the team to beat this season. And
It's not Man U,
I
Lucy. What's
say
that look for?
I know, right? Liverpool is the team to beat this season. When you look at the game, the Tottenham game, right? Not that I'm saying the red cards were not deserved, right? I think, especially the Curtis Jones, I think that was just a stupid move on his
Thank you.
end. And
See what me have a rate for your opinion because you talk the truth. And you have some Liverpool fans that want me have a cut you up 1 second. Yeah, Charlie, you have some Liverpool. I come from me neck and them and say, yo, oh, that's not a red card. Anyway, keep it moving.
He was in the man's ankle. That was a stupid move. And the thing with it, if you can say it's a yellow card, it could be a red card because there's a thin line.
Thank you.
Very,
There's
very,
a
very
very
thin
thin
line.
line between the yellow and the red. So if you say could have been a yellow, it could have been. It's just all about perspectives, right? It's just a stupid move in the first place. It should not have happened.
Positions the
Therefore-
referee have to do his job.
Precisely, right? However, we could have still won that game even with the cards that we were given. I think the game went downhill when Dez's goal was not given. And people would be like, why is Liverpool acting this way? It happens, everybody have. I think when last have there been a case where the commission, right, actually came out and blatantly, explicitly tell it to your face, say, boy, it was a mistake, it was an error. Like we said it was onside up here and we thought they heard. When did they when was the last time they explicitly did it like that?
Probably Arsenal last season.
May I cut you 1 second. The only difference in your situation is that your call was an obvious, clear error. But they made enough mistake and apologize just about to every team last season. But the only difference is because them screw up and the game they stop and the idiot them depend go back and forth and never stop.
Yeah.
That's the only difference. But they make enough error and apologize. They apologize a whole heap last season. So don't feel like you're special. You're
It's not about being special. And I've heard the apologies, Musi. I've just never seen. I think the Arsenal game was one where they had explicitly said, listen, we called onside, but for some reason, the communication didn't happen on the field. It was that bad. So for me, I'm not looking to say, I want to get a point or I want to. No. It's football. It will happen. But my thing is, Musi, what's next, right? How can we put things in place to ensure that this does not continue? Because at the end of the day, it is impacting the integrity of football. And person will be like, Liverpool got a lot of calls in their favor from VAR. But at the end of the day, what does that signify? Again, poor refereeing on the field and VAR have to.
That is the bottom line.
The ignorance with a lot of people and it's like people don't get it. Every day we get up and say VAR this, VAR that. Say I want you and I run VAR, right? So if somebody's an idiot on the field, a ref, him is an idiot I watch it, it's no different, right? And people make errors. The only issue, my issue of, right? The fact of the matter is we are all seeing the replay. Even if you just start learning the game, you know the basic dynamics. I know say that is clearly onside, that is clearly off. But my issue is it comes like every so often it's like the rules don't apply to certain teams because like even this season, right? A couple times, teams scored goals. May I switch for me, Trine? May I come back to you? Teams scored goals where where an attacker was interfering with the vision of the goalkeeper, right? And them call some and them don't call some. Same thing with the handball rule. So we forget two clear penalty against Tottenham. Clear as day. And them say, no penalty. But the next week, them call the same exact penalty. So as fans, me frustrated, but me don't want to be the private person where they must say, you just a complain because of your team. But guess what? I always tell people, you might laugh today, but your day will come and you're going to realize, frustrating is because guess what? You know why it's frustrating? I'll go back to your train. You know why it's frustrating? Because I agree with you 100%. Even though I hate your dirty team, I agree with you 100% because for the simple fact, if Diaz goal score is a different match.
Yeah.
It's what
Even don't want to.
Sean, and the same thing with we against Spurs. Remember, in the first 20 minutes, we are killing them with ball. And a 2 penalty call, we get turned down. Now, so them penalty no more score. But let's say, for instance, like I say, it's fine margins with a lot of these games. If we go 2-0 up, it could be a total different ball game. If we score this up, we possibly could go score another one and go 2 up. And the game probably would have done because when they are run on. So when they make them errors, guess what? People understand. During the game, when they make an error like that, it can kill the whole momentum and mess up the whole team mentally. It have long-term effects. And guess what? Like I said, what is the ultimate outcome? Not now come out time. Apology for what?
Not now come out time.
What apology you gonna do? That not gonna make you get 3 points? Yeah, people make them host. I'm gonna be homeless right now. Like, come on.
Hey, Musi.
Come say want a replay.
Musi, me you say a while ago say, if them they just award your penalty, your 2 penalty them, you're they up 2 up, but you, me and Trine know say Tottenham would have come slap back 2 straight now on the net. So we no business.
Anything. You don't do anything. We don't
Fact. But I mean, with the Liverpool game, you saw that we dominated the game. Even with 9 men, I was
dominate the
like,
game, Trine.
I would
No, you
dominated the game.
No, you
Musi.
did not. No, you did.
Sean, how do you think dominated that game?
I wouldn't say you dominated it, but you know, you were still impressive. I mean, you were still attacking them.
I'm not going to say you dominated the game. This is what I will say. The game, the two heavyweight boxers punch each other. And guess what? When Tottenham attack, them look good. I want to attack them look good. I wouldn't say, me that say it's a 50-50 game. And guess what?
Yeah, 50-50 to me too.
So you're saying, Moose, if we had 11 men on that field for the entire game,
well,
we would
if
have
you had
lost
11
the
men,
game. That's what you're saying.
No, I think so. I think
No,
so.
no. Let him answer my question. That's what you're saying.
When the both teams were 11v11, you remember, I know. A lot of times when that team go down 10 players, they hustle harder. So it will look good with the playing shot, but me feel as though Tottenham played well. But not taking them from Tottenham. You have me biased right now because of your team, but I think Tottenham played a good game.
I'm not being biased.
I'm going to see if you're a keeper, Mick. Yes.
For that game? Was it like a 4?
He make more than that, man. He make more saves than that. All right, and guess what? Even though they are playing good enough, when I tell Shana, if we're honest, when I tell Liverpool and that siege, like the ball can't come out to them 18. Everybody just line up in front of the 18-yard box. The red must depart late in the game, though.
Yeah.
Trine, I give you props. But right now, I'll be honest, I throw on the 2 best side right now, but I get Tottenham on the edge. Tottenham not play good. We get Tottenham on the edge. And if you notice, Tottenham have a nice squad because when you ever take off your captain, and still look good, that says a lot. Tottenham have a nice good side right now.
They do, and I'm not taking that away from them.
Never tell them this, Trine. But they ready for say, damn, look how them hold on and get a point. And then Mr. Matip say, hold my bear.
Hold my beer. Hey, as some did feel about the Champions League match them yesterday, like when me concede, you concede. Me I say, wait, I want to go on to the Champions League. Me concede, then me say, man, you concede. Then we score. Me say, man, I say, no, man.
Manchester United is looking like an imposter in Champions League.
No,
if I'm
we
to
played
be
well
very
yesterday.
they're looking like an imposter in
Listen.
Champions League. I think Arsenal definitely was a better player against Lens. You guys just made some
Silly mistakes as always.
Capitalize. I give you guys that, but Manchester United looking like an imposter.
No, Trine. We're not doing that. Did you watch your game, Trine?
I watched part
We can't have a
of it.
conversation with him. We can't have a conversation.
Listen to me. Whether or not you're not imposter and have 0 points, that is not good. 0 points. Come on, man. Newcastle.
Come on, man.
Moose, Newcastle in the group of death.
What is the Galaxstone or whatever they name? Like these teams coming from nowhere, coming to your back, coming to your yard and beating you,
Shana,
Moosey.
I'm going to say this, right? Even though we lose to Bayern Munich the first game, everybody expect us to lose that game. Even though we played, we scored. How many did you expect us to score 3 goals at Bayern? Be honest.
Come on, Moosey. Come on, Moosey. One of them goals come after the 94 minutes. Come on. Hello. Come on, dude. We don't want to hear about your cancellation goal, them, yeah?
I know, right? And the thing Moosey keeps saying, wait,
Moosey, you never look good in that match there.
The results are not showing what he's saying.
Really, Shana? Are we really going to do this?
Moosey, 90 minutes in a game, not 20 minutes, yeah?
But anyway, Trine, you know me have a big with it. You know, say you're all tired. Say you're all tired, Trine, when we think about it. Oh, you're in a big league conversation on football on Thursday you play. You're all tired, you know.
We can all agree. We all here can agree that Liverpool would have been a better team in Champions League.
We don't know. You have to know.
we had a little technical difficulty last season, which we have
You
corrected, and
sure?
we're coming back. And
Let me tell you
you will
this.
be back, and United will be back
Tour.
where they
Don't book
belong.
your tour. You don't book your tour.
I don't see that happening this season. I think we have quality players as well that aren't
Your
even
confidence.
starting. We have options. The options
We love
are
your
there.
confidence.
So the options kind of you just never know what you're gonna get. But so far we have been getting good results from them. So I mean, I'm not seeing that. I definitely we know we'll come off a Champions League next season. You guys are already
You
out.
ready? Hey, all right, Trine, put some money on that. Put some money on that. Put some money on that. Put some money where your mouth there. What's up, man, today? What want already?
Hey, Trine, you notice how me quiet in a car? One more slip up in my group, I might have seen in the quarters, so me not say nothing.
Let me
Me
stay in
not
a-
say nothing.
I think it's gonna go through, man. I think Arsenal will
Yeah,
win
I
their
mean, we
next game.
should, but the ball
Let
is
me
Yeah,
say something
round.
like this,
Me no want to make tough. Me no want to make no tough chat and then Moose come shame me.
Musi can't
Why?
shame
Why?
nobody. Musi can't even shame a Chelsea player
Not
right
even
now.
Chelsea.
Not even Chelsea.
We are
A true
$1
boss,
million.
a
Come
true
on, Trine, don't
boss.
do me that.
With a 10, wait, go 10, 11, 9, 10, how it go, Shana?
Look below.
What's it now?
10, 11, 10, 11, 10,
10,
11.
whatever you want to call it. Call it.
But most of the two now collect L's like infinity stones right now. So why a true Trine attack?
Musi can't nobody.
Trine,
All if you lose.
you know what all of this lead up to? Make sure, when Man United play Liverpool, make sure say you beat me, because you're going to have to come back on 443 Ball Talk and tell them what happened. Me not buy no excuses. And you say no excuses, me don't want to hear it. Because guess what?
I will not have any excuse. If at any point Liverpool make United win a game, there
What
is
you
no
gonna say?
excuse for that.
What you going to say?
None.
Based on history, I mean, if I as a data analyst, right? If I'm to look at the data, we're coming from a what 5-0, 4-0, 5-0, 7-0. I mean, anything is possible.
Me love her a while ago. You know,
Anything.
hey, she very witty, because me don't mind
Yo, she
class up
slick.
on Wednesday and today on Wednesday. She going at the history from a while ago. It's all right. Long run shot catch. We love the energy
It's
and we
possible.
love how you come on and fire your shot. But I always tell you, today for you, tomorrow for me. Make sure.
Boy, every day. It's been every day for you, boy.
Yeah.
Guess what? That's right. And guess what? And guess what? With all of that said, since today on Wednesday, we can go down to the history. And when we go down to the history, we're going to load up the AR-15 and clot it. We still have 2 Champions League. Well, 3 total. And 1 for back there. Me with this, my team in 2 Champions League. And
Boy, yeah, man, go on. It's all good.
You see my team in
It's all good,
title.
boss.
So me have one people can cherish. All right, right now, if we don't win 10 season, Shana, you can't pass me. So, if you can't pass,
That are your saving grace. That are your saving grace right now, for real.
So, we have a great little history. Me witness my team in 2 Champions League with my own eye. Nobody never tell me about it. Me not go on Wikipedia and read about it. Me witness it.
You're what, 18,
So what?
Lucy? You're what, 18? Can we talk about things at least? Not
But that's
20
20 years ago.
You guys won last Champions League. Was
You know what?
when
When
was
we
the last
witness
Champions League?
Oh,
It
8.
was 03, wasn't it? It was 08 or 03.
Oh, 8.
I mean,
15 years ago.
over the decade. I mean,
Remember say AR-15 me up and it loaded. No, your league title they even called. Because when we stay them empty, a COVID.
still counts, honey. Still counts. Still in
Still
the stats.
count.
Still in the history
Hey, man,
books
I
there.
still Trine. Me take the league title from you right now. Yeah?
I know.
Me take it from you right
know,
now.
right?
Right now.
Hannah,
right?
you see me kind of feel, me feel the feeling, because you know I am a G, but feel like say, yo, last season, I had the only live Arsenal fan, but the whole have to say feel good because guess what? Only the things where you call out the team for, nobody never believe in you when you say certain things. I mean, the one you win it, but the rest of Arsenal fans, them, and because of them, yeah, suffer right now. Amigos owner, man. I mean it. I mean, chat down
Yeah,
over the
yeah.
tree.
Mose, me say it once, me say it twice, and me gonna say it again. Arsenal are play some really nice football now, but me not think the coach are gonna be the one for take it to the promised land. I'm stand by that.
And I
Him
like that. I
after
like that. And
Trine, him after prove me wrong. Him
I
after
like
prove
that.
me
And
wrong.
the
Look
fact that your
What
team is
Moose say a
playing
while ago.
good,
Mm-hmm.
the fact that your team is playing good and you're still able to see that the leadership is not going to take it to the level that you want, I think that's
No.
just
It's just me
it,
being
it's a
you
good
know?
thing to say. And the same thing I want Musi to kind of see as well with his team, right? And his coach. And his coach, like, you have to take out he's the best we have since, or he's doing what he can. You have to really be objective and
You know what?
know what a coach is going to. 'Cause I honestly don't think Arteta is like, I don't know if I'm Arteta
No,
out.
I am
I'm
Arteta
out
out.
to him because I know if him did it, them now win nothing.
Hey, Moose, you know, when you said earlier, oh, you know, yes, you witness your team win this, you witness your team win that. Most of them Arsenal fan, the way you say a troll and a run off them out, them never witness shit. All them witnesses a couple FA Cup. So when you see me on Twitter being all negative, I try for raise the standard of
You
this
have to
club. The man them have
the right
man
way.
like the man them have a treat averts when I win and a treat all Aaron Ramsdale like him a some big keeper. Me I
Yeah.
say there's nothing wrong with competition. Me not say David Raya is the
Never said
guy.
this.
But come on, man, we need them players you have to raise them level
Never
right
said it.
now.
Never said this though, right? You see, nowadays with social media, it's a lot of trolls and it's all about tweeting something for it to go viral. A lot of these people, them not really understand football, them just reiterate what the popular person says. And even the popular person is an idiot, they will run with it like it's gospel. Them not sit down and analyze the game. Like Shauna, I'm straight up with you. I get exactly what you're saying. And Trine, I absolutely get what you're saying. And I'm a firm believer in that. But for right now, I'm not going to say I'm okay with what. Because like I said, like me just gave a little bit of history, right? So I'm used to winning. And winning is our DNA. We're used to challenging for the title. Not no finish second. When me finish second, me want ball, you know. So second is not even an option. We used to winning, but the standard of where the club there right now, and the reason why Trine me really want to go back tonight, as if you are in a business, the goal of the business to do what? Successful, right? But here it is for the owner them. Because Man United is a brand itself, right? It doesn't matter. We don't have to necessarily win trophies for that brand to really maximize off the field. So for the Glazers, they say once things are turning over, they're okay with it. And that's the problem. They're not football people. So the real football people need to come in and help the club. And like Shana said, bring the club to the next level. And I'll say something. You know, say last season, a lot of Liverpool fans wanted Klopp out. When you go up on the body run there. It's
Yeah, I remember.
You remember, Sean?
Yeah, I
I don't think
remember.
that was
Enough of them. Enough of them. Them don't want to clap out. Them I say, yo, a time with Liverpool change. It look like
Them on
in
time
no
for go. I remember
yeah,
for
man,
real.
no people that's them want to clap out.
Yeah, man, enough people did say it for true.
I saw some person saying that, but that based on what I saw, that was a minority, and people were really shut. And the real fans were shutting them down. Like, shut up.
The reason why I brought up the conversation for the simple fact, yes, you said you don't feel as though Ten Hag is the person to take Man United to that next level. Okay, that is your views. But when me look at it right now, right, based on how the club are run right now, I feel as though if I'm willing to give him an opportunity, right? Ole get 3 years, right? Even though we're in our business, where it's a win no business, right? If you can't give Ole 3 years for mess up, if you can't give Ole 3 years to mess up, right? Now I said, keep repeating the same thing and expect new things, right? But at least you have to give them an opportunity. Last season, him inherited Ole's squad, right? And him finished third and win a little Carabao Cup. This would have been his season for him really push on. Not many excuses, but we have 12 first team players out injured. There's no way we could be expecting the team to hit the ground running with 12 first team players injured. No way. Impossible. 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 Is his job on that threat right now? I don't think so. But if the results continue, absolutely. You have to start thinking. But here's my thing though, Trine. How many good managers are out there? You want to go for Lampard? We'll go for Sam Allardyce? Go back for Ole?
Of course.
Sean,
Ole. I vote Ole.
Ole, I vote Ole.
All right, hey, we've been running for a while now, ladies. Trust me, I love the energy tonight, on a really make me night, and we're glad for the look at history class. Trine, so me I tell you long time if you come by, it's like want to give 443 ball top some of your glory. I appreciate you coming on here tonight because guess what? We love your energy.
Yeah, man. We love it.
Get fair up somebody to talk to you and bust my head, but don't worry yourself.
Of course.
But hear me out. For real, that side though. The league after the football now my joy, and even when my team now win, me still find a joy in that because guess what? I watch every league, I watch all of the teams them play. Before we go, we had a conversation earlier in the season, Shauna, and we just want to touch upon this before we roll out. I want to know when I start the league. It's like nobody now watch it no more. Nobody now tweet about it no more. What going to start the league?
What that? Which league? Which league? Which league then? The last time I see one highlight from the Saudi league, I beer smoke and dust and sun, you see, and man a score goal. And you want me take that serious?
Look, Shana, but they tell them, nobody's not waking up, early in the morning to watch no Bush League. If I World Cup, we get up and watch it. Nobody now get up and watch no Bush League. So Trine, I give you opportunity to talk, to that. Yesterday was Tuesday. Arsenal and Man United play yesterday. Newcastle and Man City play and win today in a Champions League. We don't really endorse that tomorrow on that program here, but we'll give you an opportunity. Oh, you stay tomorrow for the Thursday night football. How things look?
I mean, I actually think based on what I've seen, I think we have the capacity to win Carabao Cup this year. And I also think we will run to win the League Cup as well. So I think we should win. I think it's Saints tomorrow. And I think we will come out victorious.
Actually, this question though, do you think that's a good idea? Do you think you have enough depth to challenge in all these leagues? Especially, football on Thursdays can be draining for the player. We know Shana they will get cut off, but Shana, we have to wait to come back. But go ahead. Do you think that?
Yeah. I mean, we did it in 2020. Was it 21? 21 when we came second, and I think it was this close, and we were able to still win one, and I know almost doesn't count, but we're this close to winning that other title. So I think we can, and the depth that we have some really good players, young players that I think Ashley Clapp really putting out in the league games, and they are really showing up. So I mean, I think we have the depth to get it done.
Yeah. When you play Europa League, you run a dangerous game in terms of when you travel with the injuries, and if you don't have a big enough squad, it's gonna be probably harder to rotate the squad. Welcome back, Shana. We're getting for close out, so we're get look a recap on the Europa League game tomorrow.
Sorry about that.
I
just
happened. Tell me, sorry, them boss Arsenal, I mean, I laugh off of you. Yes, so Trine, I'm a firm believer. You see, with Europa League now, it's like you play the youths them and see how far you can go. But once you get to the latter stages, then you start to get an influx of your senior players, because once you make it that far, now you have to think about for winning it. There's no point in getting that far if you're not going to try to win it all. Also, that also gives you a direct entry to the Champions League also when you win that. So, I mean, Liverpool look good this season. Me gonna give you ready. Just can you leave me alone on Twitter? Like, you just annoying. Like, leave me alone.
Nah, Trine, nah. Right now, I'm rock me gonna ramp up mine. Me gonna ramp up my
Maybe if you
banter
didn't
now.
predict that they were gonna win
So,
the league, I would. But
yeah, we
I mean,
prediction of your now.
yeah,
We have prediction for you,
because
so. I mean, it's just a prediction, right? You never see somebody get a prediction right wrong before. I had the audacity. And the audacity?
yeah, it's the audacity for me. Almost like wishful thinking. But I mean,
Shauna, do you have anything to say before we close out?
You mean about the Europa League?
Oh, no. We don't want you to.
Or just in
Just in
general?
general. Just in general. Just in
Oh,
general. Why are you
well,
general? Just in general.
yeah, man. All right, well, we suffered our first loss of the season. Could be worse, could have six. But, right now, I just need the players to focus. I mean, if they're serious about winning something major this season,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we still lack depth. I mean, no matter what other delusional Arsenal fans want to tell you, I mean, we still have a shallow squad because right now we don't know how long Saka is going to be out for, whatever, and we don't have a sound backup for him. I mean, we have players, but I mean, just watching the team and watching how Arteta rotate his subs and stuff, you can see say him do rate some of those players on the bench.
Right.
So, I mean, we just have to take it one game at a time. I mean, but as I said, I am Arteta out, especially if him not win something major this season. It's do or die this season. I'm sorry, I'm not in the foolishness. He needs to go if we don't win something.
big
I think I'm
energy,
going to
big
say,
energy.
Yeah, man, Trine, I'm
I'm
serious.
still three words. That's big energy because one thing I love about Shauna, she's consistent about this Arteta out. And a week in, week out, we can see the standard now keep up. And it seems like every week
No,
Arsenal is actually proving Shauna right. Shauna, my friend, so anything she said, remember back her, she said Arteta out, but we really want, even though she has said Arteta, me want Arteta in because when Arteta in, we get more jokes and laughter and better banter. So, but
Moosey, you said something earlier would touch my heart still, I'm not lie to you. You tell me something earlier would touch my heart, say, for my sake, you didn't want Arsenal win. But feel me not lie, touch my heart a little. It touch my heart, I say,
Yeah,
but me
for real,
not lie
Sean.
still. Me no want Man U win nothing. Sorry, my boss. Me still love you though.
for you to have a balanced friendship. If the two of we are suffer, oh that friendship never go. We're gonna be two idiots and just looking at each other. They're gonna
Achoo. Ah, we gonna do a banter ourselves.
Guess
We
what,
gonna just
Trine? Funny enough, and that's what I'm tell people all the time. When you see two people online having a back and forth, don't run in because you don't know the type of relationship them have. Cause like them see me and Shana banter all the time, and them
exactly.
things say them we can't come add them 2 cents. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Hey, wait till when the NBA season start. You gonna see
Yeah, don't
something.
do it. But,
No, but I want to know though before we wrap up, what's next for Manchester United? Like,
yo,
what's
wanna see what I want over there? Trine go from guest to host. She had asked me question. I love it. What?
what's
I love
next for
it. Love it.
Manchester United? What does the team need to do? Where do you see happening in the next couple of games? You guys have some big games coming up. What do you see for United?
I'm gonna tell you this. Last week when we beat Burnley, I felt as though that was going to give us like a little springboard to push on to go on a little run. Because if you look at the schedule, we don't have any big teams until we play Man City next month, right? And I felt as though it would have been a nice little stretch to build some form of chemistry. Like you made some very good points earlier. Like I felt as though the spending, I said this, some of the spending, it didn't go right. But at the end of the day, the season is in full swing. We can't cry about spilled milk. You have the team we have right now. No matter what happens, like I said in prior weeks, I'll take some ugly losses until we can get some of those players back from injuries, and so you can build on it. But right now, we have to find a way to win because, like I said, it doesn't look like him have full control of the dressing room anymore. I don't. I mean, maybe I'm in denial. I'm just optimistic that he does because I'm hoping that he can turn the corner. But unfortunately, Ten Hag win a result business. If you can't get the job done, unfortunately, your job gonna be at stake because guess what? Them can't allow it to get worse. So I feel as though we play Brentford this weekend. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna get to watch the game because I have a little mission to take care of this week, this Saturday. But I'm gonna miss the game, so maybe I'll try to catch it on my phone. But I'm hopeful. I'm still optimistic because the season young. Because if you notice, I'm gonna use your team, Liverpool, as an example. You guys started out poorly last season, and guess what? When they finished the game with like almost a 9 or 10 game winning streak. Not saying that we would be a repeat for us, but no matter what, because when you look on Rasmus Højlund in the Champions League yesterday, you have to cling up. There's some form of hope there. You know what I mean? And you have somebody look at young you, them Gunnar Archer still look fresh and ready to express himself. We have Hannibal coming in the midfield. So we have some players where are actually trying. The jury's still out, like you said. Onana look out of place. They look like fish out of water. But and I tell people this all the time, and them feel as though even though Man United are not playing to the standard that we're being held to from the past, this jersey, people understand it. When you put on a Liverpool jersey or Arsenal jersey, we have that mention Man City because they just come. Those type of jerseys are very heavy. Not everybody can handle that pressure. Oh, he was so good for Inter. He not have the same type of pressure. Inter fans then probably not gonna beat down him also do and ask him why him sell out the goal. Man United fans then will do the type of stuff. Liverpool fans will do the type of stuff. Arsenal fans will want to ask certain questions. So I feel as though like I told Shannon before, I was never a fan of him, but end of the day, because we're buying into this thing where we are support the manager, so I was supporting the manager. If I feel as though the type of football the manager want to play out for the back, because before we couldn't do that with the hair, right? So he came in and I felt as though he's comfy on the ball. He's like a midfielder in the goal. But we have a lot of injuries. No excuses. We have to find a way to get it together and go on a run. Like I said, I don't care how, but we have to stop the run. It has to stop. We have to go on because the thing is, you see, winning actually helps team camaraderie, right? So if the fact that if we start winning some games, that can ease some of the pressure off of the coaching staff, off of the players them also. So if we go up on a little 3-4 game and we may get a draw, it won't be less tension than the media because guess what? Man United sell news. When Man United lose, it's easy clickbait. We don't want to be the clickbait. I mean, don't want to be the butt of the jokes. So it look very bad. It look very bad right now, Trine. But guess what? I'm still optimistic. I still believe in I'm a coach. I still believe in some of the idiot play them. And because guess what? Well, we can't. We're not other choice. We're not nobody else, right? And I like somebody will say they're gonna buy the club and we're gonna get some money for going. We'll dig deep in the transfer window. But from there's a will, there's a way, and I'm still hopeful. It look away, and we're not a concern because I don't want to be the butt of the joke. It's not even about the jokes. I'm very, if you know, I'm passionate about my football, and I want to see my team win. I mean, we don't want for us to get up. I don't want it to be a point where it pains me to watch my team, but there is still some form of promise there, and I'm just hoping we can eventually turn the corner and go on a run, and possibly go on this run. And even if we play Man City, at least don't embarrass me. So I say, when the time we play Man City, at least put on a show for say that road will build some form of chemistry, and the coach know where man do. You see me I say? That's all I have to add. Do you have any more?
I think you said it. The key thing.
Do you have any more questions for me?
Trine, more I say one something before you start, right? Yo, him coach, me nah forget last season, him coach come out, come make big talk about eras come to an end and then go pick up 13 from the eras that are ending. Whoo! Hallelujah!
And I mean, that's fact, Jana. And Mosi, I think the key thing for me, what you said is you have to find a way, and it's on the coach again. You can put Eric Ten Hag off the hook all you want. He needs to find a way to win games with players that he has, and that's simply what it boils down to. Especially before you reach City, the teams that you're playing, they're not top 4, top 5 teams, Musi. Eric Ten Hag needs to find a way to win those games with the team that he has. And if he can't do that,
Results,
Ah,
right?
Let me say
Result
this before
based.
we close. I want to say something. So this weekend, two teams that I hate the most are gonna play each other. Brighton play Liverpool at home. Shauna, that should be a good game of football.
Yeah.
May I wake up early for that? That should be a good
Yeah.
game of football. So with that said, Trine, I wish you the best of the luck in terms of the type of luck I want you to have. I hope you lose. We need if we can banter at least one. We need to banter. We couldn't even banter the weekend enough. We couldn't
Yeah.
could have answered me, and it's bad, Shauna, when you lose and you're gonna get one tag
even
from
banter
Moose,
you.
though.
Mm.
I'm glad to Tottenham win, but I couldn't even banter you. So,
Could it could?
actually can thump in your stomach and make you lose some of the hero title and say, damn, you aggressive dude. Yes, I want to can laugh off of you too. But
Damn.
me, I hope say Man United can go up on a little run so we can have some good energy over football three ball talk. I must say, I mean, I know her. I know how intellectual she is. I knew her ball knowledge is A1. I wasn't gonna have anybody come on this just to talk to her. Come to jolly. Listen, Trine, I'm gonna guarantee you the people them have a request for you to come back because guess what? Your energy fully up. And I appreciate you finding the time, even though, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it was last minute and she actually took the time out of her busy day because she's a very busy lady. Took the time out of her busy day.
We
Say,
appreciate
all
you.
right, Shauna said she appreciate that. And guess what? You know the general appreciate you. And guess what? The door open anytime you want to come back. Let's make you know, say, yo, Moosey, Shauna, me I want to come burn off our vibes in over 443 ball talk. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, like I always say, we appreciate everybody that tune in, everybody that people been asking all week, what's going on, them things that because Man United to lose. No, all the Man United to lose, but I find anything, I find this to come over here from Corner Vibe, Steve, because guess what? The people, them want to hear the vibe, them say, them love the energy, them want to hear what Sean Office say, and maybe next week we might have another surprise guest. Who knows? We might bring back Trine. We might bring back Trine, because this Trine, we love the energy. And with that said, if you haven't done so yet, please follow 443 Ball Talk on all social media platforms, the YouTube page. Please like, subscribe, and share. I mean, we ain't just doing it for us, we doing it for y'all. So share with somebody if you love the energy. If you don't know what Trina have say, want to share it with everybody because the people them need to know what Trina have say. Yes, when it's see she like how she look innocent, she love the banter. And who banter more than her? She act like she not
Yeah,
watch, but she
man.
did it watch too. But guess what? We now have talk no more further. We just want to know, say, Man United are big side and Liverpool and Arsenal are shit. And I'm out.